So I feel like every time a British pundit talks about Bukayo Saka, they follow it up with 1, 2, or 3 contemporaries of his and somehow try to convince us that those people are better than Saka is. Yep. Meanwhile, when they talk about any other person, they don't follow that up immediately with who are the contemporaries who are better than that other person. So let's do it, Inka. Saka, Foden, and Palmer. So question is, 1, are they world class? And 2, who is the best?
Frankly, I don't care.
You don't care who is the best, or you don't care who is world class, or both?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Because we've had this argument before. World class is not a clear-cut definition. There's a gray area, right? So if you tell me all of them are not world class, I agree with you. If you tell me all of them are world class, I agree with you. What you will not do is say Saka is world class, Foden is not, or Foden is world class, Saka is not. Or do you understand? The gap, the difference between the 3 of them, right, is not like that. But the media make it seem as if it is like that. The way they talk up Foden and Palmer and the way they rubbish Saka and try and limit all his achievements,
it's crazy.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And the people that I even believe should be supporting Saka are the people at times that look at him and be like, yeah, maybe he's not doing enough. And I'm like, what are you talking about? See, whatever I can, one second, whatever they're doing for their respective clubs, right? There are different scenarios, if you get what I mean. Saka has been carrying us now forever.
Yeah.
Has he carried them to the promised land? Hell no. But that doesn't mean he's not carrying them. Phil Foden, right, has been doing his thing for City. But Phil Foden has more help in City than Saka has at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer just did it for 1 season where everything went through him. Everything went through him. So consistency is also a key point. For Palmer has not done it as consistently as Saka has. Now, for you to now rubbish the person that has the potential, when they all play in England, who is in England setup? Who is more important and who plays better? That is a common environment, isn't it? It is a common environment. And it's that same guy you now say, oh, let him go and play left back, let him go and play right wing back, and you will still deliver, and you still have the guts to tell me I give up. I give up. Go ahead.
Very, very well said. England has a new manager, which we'll get to. And that's actually the next topic. So this could be a good segue to that. I think we'll finally see the 3 of them consistently in the England squad. And I think they should be starting together. And I think it's doable. And I can already see the different formations. The funny thing is, the only person that will be a constant is still Saka. Saka will play on the right. It doesn't matter who the coach is. He will play on the right. Foden, you can either play, inside left, whatever you want to call it, left 8, or on the left wing, like they try to play him. Or you can even play my right 8, right? And then Palmer, if you're playing a number 10, that should be your number 10, if you're playing with a number 10. If you're not, I know he's not going to dislodge Saka, so maybe you shunt him off to the left, or frankly, play both of them as the 2 8s.
Akin, let me tell you what will happen. Watch them play Saka at left wing.
Oh, God.
And you know why? Because he's the only one that is flexible. See, they tried to play Foden out of position at the Euros. You saw what happened.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Cole Palmer can only play attacking cam or right wing. Yeah. So the only person that can still give you prime performance out of position is Saka. So what is going to happen is Tuchel. Well, don't let me say what Tuchel would do. I'm not Tuchel. Yeah. But all I'm saying is, if you're saying they are not, all of them are not world class, I agree with you. If you say all of them are world class, I agree with you. What I will not allow, what I will not, entertain is where you rubbish Saka and tell me Foden and Palmer are better. And people kind of forget things. I've told you this comparison before. Zinedine Zidane, Francesco Totti, when they were in the Serie A, Zinedine Zidane was flashy, leg overs, blah, 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 all the works. Fine. But in terms of output, in terms of delivery, in terms of impact on your team, Francesco Totti was doing way better for Roma.
Absolutely.
So Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, they might be a little more fleet-footed, more skillful, blah, 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 than Bukayo. But Bukayo knows what he wants. He's more, I don't know how else to put it. Yeah?
It's more productive.
He's more productive.
And has been for longer.
So people should just stop this nonsense.
All right. So I'm ready to make my declaration.
Yes.
I think you and I, the last time we talked about being world class, we kind of agreed on a definition.
Yes.
We kind of backed our way into a definition. Like, for the most part, generally, if you're top 5 at your position in the world, you're probably in the neighborhood, you're probably in the conversation. If you're top 3, certainly. I think if you're a top 3, number 10 in the world, you're probably world class. All other things being equal. There may be times, like especially at left back. Left back is a good example where there's just not as many humans who can use their left foot as there are who can use their right. So sometimes there may not be 5 world-class left backs in the world, right?
And we also said you compare with the people coming before. You can't have a Roberto Carlos as a world-class left back, and you now come and say Zinchenko because he's the only left back that is available, or is a top 5, and now say is when the comparison between the two of them is just light and day. Yeah,
absolutely. So I would say, I already said it this season that I now believe that Saka is now world class, right? Because what I said last season was he will get there. I think he's there now. It's the maturity. I've seen him captain now. It's just the maturity. Team plays better when he's there, all of that stuff. Okay. And I don't want to do it on form only, right? So Foden hasn't been on form this season. But I think if Foden has another season like he did last season, I think I'll be ready to move him into that. But is Foden top 5? I don't know. And then Palmer, how will he do when the people around him elevate? Will he still be, a man amongst men? He was a man amongst boys last season. But can he be a man amongst men? And for me, that's the next level that he needs to get to. So that's my answer.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I agree with you. Anybody that says anything about world class or not, no, frankly, I'll just agree. Because So based on your definition, you've explained yourself. But for someone else to now come and say Saka is not world class, but Foden is, Palmer is, I'm like, what are you people on about?
Yeah, Yinka,